Hi friends, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla and I am glad you are here. So this isn't going to be a sewing video per se. When I very first started this YouTube channel, I started it as a junk journaling channel. And if you go way back to my first few videos, there I was showing how I journaled in my traveler's notebook. And I had a few kits for sale, junk journal kits in my Etsy shop, and I would show those. And then the sewing bug hit me, and that's really where I spent the majority of my time. Well, after the weight loss surgery and then all the weight loss, my Sojo kind of went out the window because it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to spend a lot of time sewing right now when my size is changing so much. So I have made a bunch of different masks for, COVID, but I'm not really sewing clothing right now. I did make some little ditty bags for my son and his girlfriend, drawstring bags for packing or whatever. But this video is about junk journaling. Now, I took a junk journaling class from Tracie Fox of Love Junk Journals, and I took her Attache course. And I highly recommend Tracie and that course. Tracie is an excellent communicator. I believe she's a teacher like I am, and she is very precise in her instruction. She has everything written out in addition to the videos. So if she's gonna say a measurement, it's probably written somewhere in the little packet that you can download and print out if you want to. And so you could refer back. You don't have to stop and rewind and say, what was that measurement? She's also really thoughtful about converting metric to imperial for those of us who have not gotten on the metric train and have no clue what the rest of the world is up to with that, which is, of course, Americans. So it's really nice because I don't really know the metric system. Like most people my age, maybe youngsters, I do know they learn it in science in middle school, have a better grasp of it, but by the time you're my age, you didn't really learn it. So that's good. Tracie is personable, she's creative. The class comes with a beautiful printable that you can print out to construct your attache case. And it comes with a complete list of supplies that you will need to create your case. And I don't know what else to say about it. I recommend it. I think it's good value for money. I think Tracie is a good teacher and a pleasant person to listen to. If I was going to have to drum up a criticism, and this is really stretching, like when evaluators come into your classroom and, the only thing they can think of to say is that, you need more posters or whatever. That's kind of what this is. It's a stretch. I think her lighting could have been slightly better. My vision is not awesome at my age. And so that would be the only criticism I would have of the entire course. So if you're looking for something fun to do and you want to support one of our junk journalers here in the junk journaling community, Tracie's course is, it gets a 5-star review, 5 out of 5 review from me. I want to point out that my printables that you will see when I give my close-up of my attache are not a reflection of Tracie's skill or the quality of her digital prints. My Epson printer, which I had had for 8 or 10 years, was toast. And I kept trying to print and that didn't work and they looked really bad. And then I thought, well, I'll tea dye them or coffee stain them. I don't remember which one I did. And then you won't be able to see how awful my print quality is. Well, that just smeared everything. And so I have bought a new printer since then, 2 actually. And this was only a couple months ago, but our new printer really annoyed me. And so I bought a laser printer after that. So I've been on the printer odyssey. I went ahead and used the prints because they look passable. Just don't think that if you bought this kit from Tracie, which I think is called Nature, that the way mine look are how yours are gonna look. Hopefully you will do a better job printing and then not coffee stain them and run the ink everywhere because you have no clue that inkjet printers can't handle getting wet. So here is the attache. Now it's kind of full right now. This isn't how Tracie tells you to do it. I will give you some, I'll show it to you closed in a little bit. You do gut a book for this class, and that was fun. She takes you through every single second of gutting a book. There's nothing confusing. So you gut the book and you add these accordion thingies in here, and she takes you through every step of that. There's a flap. You can use cardstock. I used pattern paper from Daisy D's, which is, I believe, no longer in business. And but you can also make these in fabric. I want to make another one, and I want to make it in fabric. I did zigzag stitch that on, and there's a lot of stitching all over this journal. So I do use my sewing machines. So this attache case has 5 sections in it. And what I find great about this, and I call it my Quojo, instead of a bullet journal or a bujo, I call it a Quojo, which stands for quarantine journal. And so this is my Quojo. It was the first journal, I think I've completed 5 now, that I made once we were put into quarantine. And what I like to do with these little sections is keep treats in here. So these gummies are delicious and very portable. And so when you're on lockdown and you need a little snack, this is good to have on hand. And then also, that was in my first pocket. You can also fit Cheez-Its in your Quojo. And that's one of the advantages of making an attache case. Maybe next time I'll do like a coffee table size book. So I'll have to change the size for Tracie's class because she teaches us how to do this size. But I think with just a few days of cussing and crying and pulling out my hair, I should be able to translate all of her measurements into a much bigger one. And then I could fit in even more snacks. That was in my second pocket. My third pocket has some more gummies. Now, why are my snack options so limited? Well, I don't really like to go to the store. It's crazy out there. So I couldn't fit any snacks in my fourth pocket because there's a little journal in there that I like to write stuff in. But I was able to fit 2 more packs in my last pocket. So let me show you what it looks like after you've eaten your snacks, which in my case, this is what mine looks like most of the time. I find that refilling the Quojo with snacks at least once a day is very beneficial for quarantine health. Not physical health, I don't think, unless you're stuffing carrots or something in there. But this is what a neat little package you will have if you just do it like normal people who are not in quarantine do. Okay, now I'm going to change camera angles and show you all of the fun details. Remember, I'm pretty much of an amateur at journal making, so any wonky, badly crafted, poor quality workmanship stuff that you see in here, that's entirely on me. I can make a pair of jeans, but apparently making a bullet journal or a attache case is a whole nother skill set. So all that's on me. It does not reflect Tracie's teaching skills. All right, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna open her up. Oh, I do like to keep some little notes to myself in my Quojo. This one says shower with a check mark. Now, most days, this doesn't get checked off. I should. Hey, Troy, can you bring me a pen? I get to check this one off today. I got to do this, you guys, because it's a rare event during quarantine when I actually get in the shower. So I really want to check this one off if I can. I don't know if he's around or not, but if he is. So that's another thing for the Quojo. You can keep a list of things that you should be doing. And I guess I'll check that off later because he's left. I don't know where he is. So let's go in here. Here's what it looks like. I'm going to put this over here because I don't want to forget, because I actually did shower today. I had a meeting, 2 meetings today, 2 Zoom meetings. In this first pocket, and if you want to see down into it, there's the inside of the front, of the back of each pocket is decorated so you can see the beautiful paper in there. And then it's all sewn and there's tabs on here. Okay, this one went a little bit wonky, but that's okay. I left it that way because I don't really mind, actually. I don't mind wonky things. It doesn't bother me. I am not a person who gets all freaked out if everything isn't perfect. I mean, I'm a special education teacher, so I just go with the flow. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's good. So these are Tracie's, whatever those are, labels. I don't know if that came with the kit or not. I don't think so. I think I bought that. So, oh, wear socks. This one I don't get to check off because it's too hot for socks. So I did not wear socks today. And I will not be wearing socks for probably 4 to 5 more months. Now, that's problematic because I need a pedicure badly. So my feet are atrocious. Avert your eyes if you ever see me in public, but I'm still not gonna wear socks. You're just gonna have to avert your eyes. So these are some tags that we made. I don't remember if she showed us how to make these. This is from a Artistic Outpost stamp set that's super cute. And so is this. These background papers are Tracie's set. And then in this next pouch, this is probably the most exciting thing.
Down this way a little bit more. Don't come past there.
Okay. This is probably the most exciting thing in the book to me because it's just so cool. This cover was included in the digitals that you got, and then she showed us how to make this. And, oh, change pajamas. This one I do get to check off today. Most of the time, I will change pajamas right before I get in bed so that I have clean pajamas on for sleeping. But no, I totally like wear my pajamas for 24 hours. So I do get to check that one off today. I'm gonna put that in the get to check off pile. So this has several pockets. I think I did these, I don't know if it was treasure books. I don't know, I get very confused, but I watched someone do these and I love making them. There's just another tag. This doesn't seem to want to go in there. And then here's a little tag. This is, I don't know if any of you guys have been paper crafting for long enough to remember a company called Crafty Secrets. I've been a stamper for 20 years and I used to use a lot of Crafty Secrets. And then this is glued down. This was the basis of this pocket, this tag. And then this flips out, which I just adore. You can see that we used those, I used one of those hanging files, and I absolutely love this green color for Tracie's digital and for the Daisy D's paper. It went beautifully with them. And then here's more. Just imagine this printed more vibrantly than it is here. And you can get an idea of how pretty that kit is. Just a couple of tags go in there. Here's another big tag you can write on. You can make lists. You can do maybe affirmations. I will shower more frequently. Or today I will change my pajamas before midnight. Stuff like that. And then this side, whoops, I need to glue that down, also flips open. And then we made a cool little notepad. And so here you can also write things that you should be doing, like brushing your teeth, checking your email. And this is removable, so you can make as many new books as you need and then just slide them right back in there. Just come up a little bit. So there's that fun thing. I really loved making that. And then let's go back to our little pouch. What do we have here? This is the attache. This actually is a pouch. And so this is just random collage scraps from around my room. This is a die that did not cut all the way through because I used super lightweight paper. I don't even know what kind of paper this is, but it's extremely lightweight and it didn't cut all the way through, but it looks cool here. And so this is some random stuff. I have a bunch of these bingo cards, by the way. If you need some, let me know and I'll put some for a really reasonable price in my Etsy store. I have, you know, more than enough to share. And then wash face. Okay, that's something that has really gone down the drain with me. I used to have a very extensive skincare regimen, and lately it's really hard for me to force myself to take care of my skin at night before I get in bed. So hopefully I'll be able to check this off. But sometimes, God forbid, I just get right in bed and I don't wash my face. My sister will die when she hears that, but she knows that I've been struggling with washing my face. She knows that I went years without missing a single night of my skincare regimen, and now I'm just kind of like, whatever. I don't wear any makeup. What is there to wash off? So that's kind of, I need to get better on that. Oh, this is a good one. Limit YouTube to 6 hours. Yeah, today so far, I'm meeting this goal. I did have 2 meetings with lots of, you know, different people. And so I was the host of one and I was a participant in another one. So this one remains to be seen. You know, it's only 4:31, so I could still get up to 6 hours today. I don't know if I'll be able to check that one off. This is just a little tag. This is a little envelope that I made. I believe this comes with the kit, and I cut it out, and this is a real stamp. And this is not what Tracie's printables look like. This is what Carla's printables look like. Carla's, Tracie's Love Junk Journal. Tracie Fox's Love Junk Journal Nature Digital Prints by Carla. That's what they look like. See, look, I even dried this one in the oven on a drying sheet. Sew something. Okay, yesterday I sewed, I think it was yesterday, I sewed those bags for my son and his girlfriend. They live in Germany, so we sent a care package. I did take my sewing machine to the tune-up guy, and Troy picked it up for me this morning. So it is sitting over there, and my final thing inside is the little journal. Again, this is Daisy D cardstock. She's lined in muslin. We have a little pocket here, clipped toenails. Okay, let me check. Nope, I did that yesterday. And so this one, you know, you don't have to do this every day. You might get an ingrown toenail. So another tag, I made this out of a box that was laying around the house because some of us may or may not have gone on crazy shopping benders since quarantine started. And some of us have a lot of boxes around now to deal with. So this is just did the best I could. I really like dangly bits. I really like kind of deconstructed stuff. This is my husband's writing. It's beautiful. This I love. This is an actual repair done by the school librarian from this school dictionary that I have. And I love that. Oh, brush teeth. I did that today. These are some 4x6. I like to include maps in almost every one of my journals. This is another thing. This is school paper from the 50s or 60s, maybe the 70s, I don't know. And I have a lot of it. So if you need some of this, let me know, and I'll put some in my Etsy shop, which is kind of empty right now. But here's another piece of 4x6 patterned paper. This is some beautiful kitchen paper that one of my son's ex-girlfriends gave me that I coffee dyed and dried, and I just cut it up because it's huge. It's bigger than a placemat. More pattern. This is basic gray, a 6x6 pad. I think this is more basic gray. Oh, deodorant. I put deodorant on today. I don't do that every day though. I used wax, cotton, or linen. I don't know what this is. It's my husband's. He makes leather journals. And I put some beautiful beads. I got these in Fort Collins. And I've had them for like 20 years or something, and I love them. This is some Daisy D. It's a tuck spot with a tag. Whoops, butterfly. By the way, if this video goes too long, just speed me up. I don't care. Put me on double time. It'll help you get through it faster. I know you don't have time to sit around and listen to me blabber on about this. Stamping. This piece of fabric right here, I have a beautiful mid-century modern circular couch. It's a half circle. It's stunning. It's my dream couch. And it's at the upholsterers right now. But it used to be upholstered in this Haitian, I think it's silk, probably. And it's beautiful. So I kept one of the cushions, and I've been cutting it up and adding it to my junk journals in small pieces. And then here's the last thing in there. And that's the end. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I love the junk journaling community. Those of you who follow me for sewing, you know you're my girls. I'm not going to give up sewing. I just am having a little break from it right now. And if you've lost your sojo as well, maybe you want to try another craft. Maybe you're like me and you have all the paper craft stuff and you haven't been using it. Maybe get it back out and take a class. It's super simple. I mean, none of the stuff here is fancy. You don't have to print the digital prints. You can use your patterned paper that you already need. You can do this whole thing with one 12x12 paper pad, which you can get for $5 or $10 at Hobby Lobby or Joann. Even Walmart sells them. And Tracie's course, I think in US dollars, I think it comes in at around $40. So it's totally reasonable. Get together with some girlfriends or your kids and have some fun together and make something. So love you all. Thank you so much for all your kind comments on my surgery video. I will be doing a VSG update, just not in this video. Please take care. I wish you all the best.